Well, my dear children, as we have already revised a very important poem that was Dust of Snow, now the second poem that is written by Robert Frost. Here the present poem, Fire and Ice. So far as title is concerned, Fire and Ice, two different things of nature. A fire burns, whereas something that freezes, ice freezed. Here, the poet is talking about the philosophy of life and death. The philosophy of life and death is that when somebody will die, the person who will do good deed, they will certainly rewarded heaven. But the person who will commit sin, in fact we all are sinners. In the biblical concept, man are granted heaven. Our forefather Adam was granted heaven, and he was not permitted to eat the forbidden apple, but he has eaten the forbidden apple. So he was punished. He was punished to go to the world. So we all are sinner in fact. So the seventh concept of the hell, that first of all the sinner will be burnt, the fire. And the last thing, that is the ninth thing that it will be done to him, that if he will not die by burning, then he will die with ice. But here there are many ideas about the world will end. Now, here the philosophy of the end of the world. How the world will come to an end. As you know, whatever is being created in this world, a day it has to perish. It has come to the end. This is the ultimate truth of the life. So, but we don't have the certain idea how something will come to an end. So here the poet has given a very beautiful concept, a very biblical concept, the mythical concept, the concept of Bible, the concept of Guru Granth Sahiba, the concept of Gita, the concept of Quran, they all advocate the same concept. What here is this? Here you say, some say, here you see the line, some say the world will end in fire. Will end in fire. Here you see. Look at the opening. Look at the opening line of the poem. Some say, who is some? Someone, somebody. Some is what? Someone or somebody. Who is somebody? Either me or you. Here the someone is the people. Some is the people. The people. Here the sum is the people. So some, the people, whoever the people, they say what is their opinion. Here you some say, here you some is what? It is an indefinite number. We have two kinds of number, definite number and indefinite number. So here the sum is indefinite number. It tells about that so many people. It is not an individual idea. It is not a it is not a matter of personal principle. It's a universal truth that someone say, some people believe that the world will come to end in fire. How the world will come into end? Come into the fire. Fire of what? Fire of what? Fire of passion. Fire of passion. Fire of hate. Fire of anger, fire of fire of hate, fire of passion, fire of anger, fire of fury, fire of fury and frustration, fire of fury and frustration. All these things, even many more is to come. People say that world will come to end. If the earth has to die, the world has to die. If the world is to end, will end. It is die, perish. End is perish, finish. End is perish. Perish means what? Finish. If the world will perish, it will perish in the fire of passion, fire of anger, fire of fury and frustration, fire of hate, fire of possession. There are so many endless desire. It is endless desire. It is the passion for possession. Passion means lust. Lust for what? Lust for wealth. Lust for luxurious life. Lust for more and more things. We are so much passionate. The fire of passion, the lust, the greed will pave the way for the end of the world. As you know, it is universal that we all are full with passions. Funny thing is that all those things that we are accumulating or we are collecting will not go with us. But the hate, the anger, the lust, and the other passions, all these things will, the desire, passion is what? The desire, the endless desire. Passion is endless desire. The endless desire, lust, anger, these things will pave the way for the perish the world, to end the world. Here the poet is hitting upon that somebody says that if the world is to come to the end, if the world is came to finish, if the world would finish, how? There is a, as in, it is very truth that there will be a judgment day. There will be a judgment day. Judgment day. What day will be the called judgment day? The day when the earth will perish. When the earth will come to end. But how? How the earth will come to end? Mythically, when there is much hate, when there is much lust, when there is much trifle between power and possession, then we used to say, oh my God, I suppose the world is going to perish. Because, you see, the world is full of ill and evils. The world is full of ills and evils. So many ills and evils are there. It is very difficult to protect us from all the ills and evils. So all the ills are what? Endless desire. What is evil? That is lust, passion, anger. These things will make the world come to an end. Someone say in ice. Ice is what? Hate. Ice is what? Hate. Hate. Ice represents hate. Fire represents passion. Hate of what? Hatred. Hate, jealousy. These are the two things that may probably perish the world. Here the two philosophical truth. Here the two mythical truth. Philosophical truth. Philosophical truth. Philosophical truth of life and death. The world will come to end due to the desire and hate. Desire and hate. Here the fire. Fire represents passion. Fire represents lust. Fire represents lust. Whereas the eyes represent hate. Symbolically. So, lust and hate, anger and hate will or would pave the way for the end of the world. Here, poet seems to agree agree with the philosophy, agree with the mystical truth that those people, he is agree with what? Some. Some means somebody, the people. The people. The people. The people who believes. The people who believe. So here the sum tells about though the people in which poet believe about their philosophy. And what is their philosophy? That if the world is come to an end, it will end due to the fire, that is fire of desire, that is fire of passion, that is fire of hate, that is fire of anger, that is fire of what? Fear and frustration. And hate, and someone say that hate, it will end in ice. Ice represent hate. If it is come to end, it will come to due to the hate, due to the jealousy, due to the what? So-called competition. Jealousy and hate. These are the two dangerous These are the two shortcomings. We are never born with heart. Love is natural. We learn to hate. So hate is not natural. It is, we learn, we develop the attitude to hate. Dear children, there is no point to hate somebody. Your life is to love. It is natural. A man is born with love. A born is born with humanity. Have you ever seen that a child ever hates? No. He never hates. Remember the lines of Thomas Gray. Happy those early days when I shines in my angel infancy. He is recalling about his childhood days. His childhood days were happy because he was innocent. He was a lovable child and he knows only to love. But gradually my society taught me to wound. So here the society, the circumstances and the situation teaches us to hate. Dear children, there is no point to hate anybody else. Hate is not natural. We learn to hate. We are educated to hate. We are educated to hate. Somebody tried to educate us to hate. And it is who? It is the society. It is the people. It is the country. It is the leaders who teaches us about love and hate. So, dear children, we should learn about the good things. If the world is to come to end, we will be largely responsible. If we want to save the world to come to an end, what we should do? We should not be crazy about the fire of passion, fire of desire. We should not be crazy for desires. It is endless. The more you will have, the more you will desire for. It is as saying goes that desires are unlimited, but breath is limited. So, desires are endless. The more you will try to fulfill, the more it will make you hungry. And in the craziness, in the crazy race of that hungriness, you will do something wrong. And by doing wrong, gradually the pitcher, the pot of your karma will fill. It will be filled. The pitcher of the karma will be filled by the every drops of ill and evil that you are doing, which will, in this way, the world will come to an end. From what I have tasted of desire, here the poet said tasted. Look at the second line. From what I have tasted. Tasted is experienced. From what I have tasted. Here you see. From what? From what I have tasted. From what I have tasted. Tasted of desire. Of desire. Here the poet is talking about his personal experience. From what I have tasted. Tasted means experienced. Experienced. Tasted means experienced. Whatever he has concluded, whatever he has experienced. Here the poet is talking about his personal experience. From what I have, who is I? I is the poet. I is the poet. The poet. I is the poet. From what? From what I have, I, the poet, have tasted, experienced, have tasted. Who is? The poet have tasted. The poet have experienced. The poet had concluded. The poet had gone through. So here the very simple truth is being talked about. A very simple and plain truth is being hit upon. Whatever the poet has experienced from desire, tasting of desire, he has tasted that the desire is largely responsible to come to the end of the world. It is our desire. You see, you could know, and you know it very well, that we all are crazy about our endless desire. The desire of possession is dangerous, my dear children. It is dangerous. But the funny thing is that, in spite of knowing the very fact that desire is not good, this is the cause of your main concern. If you cannot check your desire, then you should try to check it. You don't make your desire your master. But the funny thing is that even the wisest of wise men are guided by their desire. We cannot resist. We cannot control. And as you know, as it is, desires are limited. Unlimited desire. If you try to fulfill that desire, some desire is filled and more desire is to be filled. The more you try to accomplish, the more you try to acquire, the more you try to acquire to meet those desires, whether good or bad, the more you will be hungry for that. So here, poet seems to agree that if the world will come to end, it will come to end due to our desires. Due to our desire, endless desire, endless desire. Then what he says, I hold with those who favor the fire. I hold. What is say? I hold. See the next. I hold. I hold. I hold with those who favor fire. Who favor fire. I hold. What does it mean? I agree. I agree with those. I agree with the principle. Here I hold. Here the agree. Here the poet seems to be agree. Here the poet agreed with the principle that with those, who are with those? Who are those? The people. Those are the people. People who favor fire. Fire is what? Desire. Fire is desire. Fire, desire. Rhyming word, desire is fire. So here the poet seems to agree with those people who believe, who advocates the principle that if the world will come to an end, it will end due to the fire of desire, fire of passion. Very simply, the poet seems to agree that if earth has to die, it will die due to our endless desire. If we want to check it, we want to save the planet Earth, if we could check our endless desire to progress, desire for development, desire for house, roads, rails, factories, employment, all these endless desire will gradually implement it on this Mother Earth. The desire of development in the name of development of infrastructure. This is endless. The more you will develop, the more connectivity you are required. So, dear children, we should stop, we should check our endless desire. Remember me, remember my dear one words, God, world has enough for everybody's need, but not for their greed. World has enough of everything for your need, but not for your greed. Remember it. If you require one glass of water, it is enough. This is the plain truth. This is the ultimate truth of your world. That there is enough water, enough space, enough employment, enough education for your need, but not for your greed. So, greediness, your greed is important. When you are making your greed important, you are opening the door of your death. And a day the earth itself will die. So we remember. So this is very simple. Very, very simple. Very, very simple thing. That how the earth will come to an end. Now, but if it has to perish twice, in the very first stanza, the poet agrees with the philosophy that if the world will come to an end, it will come to an end due to the fire. If it is saved, if it is not, if it is saved somehow, then it will die due to the heat. See, then it will die due to the heat. Ice. Heat. Simple. This is the simplest thing. This is very simple. If somehow it is saved due to some blessings of God, some blessings of saints and gurus, or by the blessing of Lord Rama and Krishna, then it will, if earth has to die twice, hey, if the earth has to die twice, the hate I think I know enough of hate. But if, here you see the line, but if it had, but if it had to perish, perish means die, finish, end. But if it has to die, here you see, but if it has to perish, but if it has to finish, if it had to die, if it has to come to end, perish means what? Death. Twice. You see, twice. How many times? 2 times. But, here you see the reason. But if it has to die, what is it? It is the world. It stands for the world. It stands for what? It stands for the world. So if it has to finish, if it has to die twice, it will die due to hate. If it has to perish twice, I think I know enough. ENOUGH. Enough of hate. Here you see. Very simple. This is the truth. But if earth has to die, if earth has to finish twice, it will finish, it will perish due to hate. Hate. If desire cannot be, if desire may not be able to consume the earth, hate will perish the earth. Hate. The hate is not natural. How? So from where we learn?